Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go.
All right, racing fans, we're back with Split Decisions. 1 to Go Studios presenting the Duel in the Desert, sponsored by Turtle Shells. New sponsor this weekend for the triple threat as we're here in the desert. As you already said, this funky looking track.
Yeah, I never realized it until I looked at it from that blimp cam you showed us. But it's an odd looking track, and it's been changed or reconfigured. So interesting view from above if nobody's seen it.
We'll definitely go and put that up so everybody can get that wow factor. Here it is, the Phoenix Raceway.
That's crazy looking.
So we got 95 minutes of racing here with 2 competition cautions, 3 different divisions racing on an oval track. If you're new to Split Decisions Triple Threat, we have 3 divisions. Yes, it's like IMSA multi-class racing has met the oval speedways.
Yeah, exactly. And a very small speedway to be jamming 3 different cars in at the same time. But nonetheless, that's what we're going to do tonight.
Well, the funny thing is we talked about this before. 39 vehicles out there.
Goodness gracious. Is
So,
it really?
39.
Oh, yeah, it is. I just looked over to my right. Yeah, I see it all now.
You know, we you know, you and I and 1 to Go Studios, we present, you know, various tracks through the week, and we're talking 30-car fields and calling that jam-packed. We're now talking 3 different divisions putting almost 40 vehicles on the track.
Yeah, we must be insane for doing this, but we love it, so I guess we're not that, you know.
We're not that crazy.
We got to do what we got to do, right?
So here is tonight's event, the Turtle Shells Duel in the Desert.
Duel in the I like it.
The Duel in the desert. So
yes.
Yeah, definitely lots of stuff going on tonight.
And we've already got one of our favorite people chiming in already. What's up, Chip Kelly over on the YouTube side?
Yeah,
and Facebook, I'm just waiting for some people on Facebook. I'm sure they're coming, Harold.
You know,
I'm sure they're there.
You know, I found it very interesting. Just a tidbit of information. The Split Decision drive system set up a Daytona 500 last Saturday night, so almost a week ago. I was invited as a driver, so got into the One to Go Studios Xfinity Camaro and actually piloted to a win. So I was shocked. A little help out from Dave Gilbert and a couple of the guys that were in the Discord channel with me, but had a lot of fun, and we had a lot of people watching me drive. If you were trying to get tips, probably not the best person to watch.
You wasn't the one to watch.
If you were trying to watch something funny happen, like me get wrecked out of the race, that happened in the duels. Because we actually did a duel to set the field, and I got wasted in the first lap.
Very nice.
But it was good.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you got to experience that. I chimed in at the exact time you started talking about me, so there you have it. I mean, only that was going to happen, you know.
Yeah, we talk about you every once in a while, and then
that's good. As long as someone remembers me, that's all that really matters. Harold, I've got a question for you. It's already been posed over here on the YouTube. Chip wants to know if you have your big boy pants on for announcing tonight. He said you gotta have your
big boy announcer pants on. It's gonna get right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna get nuts. There's no doubt about that.
I seriously think sometimes when these guys they contract us to announce the races, they go, where can we go to really make it hard?
What's the best track where we can just make these guys have to just flutter through it the whole way?
Like brain aneurysm 101.
Yeah, if we stop talking, it's because both our heads exploded at the same time.
Should I show them the new thing? Should I blow their minds since we got about 13 views?
No.
Okay.
Chip, I have to wait. Chip, we need Chip to be able to talk to us the rest of the night. And if you blow his mind now,
it won't be
he's going to be useless. So,
okay.
Chip, hang in there, though, buddy. We got something good for you tonight. You're going to love this.
Debuting on
tonight.
One to Go Studios.
That's right.
Here with Split Decision.
You will not find this anywhere else presently.
That we're aware of.
I'll guarantee you
somebody
this.
else might steal it.
That's what I was about to say. I'll guarantee you this. By the time our goofy rear ends get done with it, someone's going to steal it and use it. But, hey, that's okay. We're trendsetters, right, Harold?
Oh, yeah. There's the cactus.
I love that cactus. I want one in my house now.
I mean, that is
I don't think my wife would like that.
That is like the coolest flag stand ever.
Yeah. I want to put it in my living room so when the Daytona 500 starts next week, I can just stand in the top of it and wave the flag. I think that'd be awesome. I don't think I have the power for it. But
I was just wanting to have DW keep screaming into my ear, boogity, boogity.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Yeah. Oh, great teaser, Chip says. Yeah, well, we've got a few of them. We have 11 people already watching, so.
I know. I'm excited.
I mean, and we have 3 minutes in practice left, and then they'll do the single car qualifiers, which is back in NASCAR. Whoa. We got qualifying and practices. If they're actually going to race again.
I'm actually going to be able to watch a whole week's worth of practicing and qualifying and the duels. The Gatorade, well, it's not Gatorade duels anymore, but you know what I'm talking about on Thursday night.
That's right.
The duels. And then they're going to be practice on Friday and practice on Saturday. And it's just, I'm excited. Yeah. Let's go over real quick, Harold, last week's winners, because I did write it down this time.
You did? Okay. That's better than I did. I didn't.
So Nathaniel Johnson in the 88 won in the Cup Series. Guillermo Alvarez is 84 in the. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Wrong one.
You got the wrong one. You got the week before.
I apologize. That was the week before. Let me fold my pager. Okay, so last week in the Cup Series was Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. And then we had in the Xfinity Jeff Ramsdell, and then Caleb Ellswick in the truck. So, will those three go ahead and repeat again, or are we going to have three new winners? Considering the track we're on, I'm betting at least one of the three might have a good race, and I'll let you decide who that is, Harold, but I bet you're already probably thinking it. But I look forward to tonight. I mean, again, it's going to be chaos pretty much all night long, so should be fun.
So, Currently, the top 10 in the Cup Series are Johnson, McCarthy, Johnson. So Ryan Johnson, Caleb McCarthy, Nate Johnson. Fourth is Luke Smith. And let's go to the top 5. Kevin Bernheimer is 5th in the Cup. Xfinity, number 1, Josh McKinney. Number 2, Jeff Ramsdale. 3rd is Stephen Wood. 4 is Michael Gitchell. And 5 is Adam Benefiel. And in the Truck Series, Matthew Wheeler's leading with Josh Beaver in 2nd. 3rd, Matt Kopp. 4th is Caleb Ellswick, and 5 is Dylan Clark. And you had talked about our winner from the first week, which was, you just said it, Alvarez, right?
Yeah, Guillermo Alvarez.
Guillermo Alvarez is a substitute driver. So he subbed the first week at the Xfinity, and then he subbed in the trucks last week. That's what messed us up. So he's actually not even, so his win doesn't count because he's not in the points. So
well, it counted to him, and he got to be interviewed.
He got to be interviewed, and he was there. But that's how it's different. So that's cool. A little bit of
cooking hot dogs down there on the front stretch there, Harold. Look at that smoke going up into the stands. I want hot dog now all of a sudden.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, I had pizza tonight, but that didn't do it for me. And I knew when I dreamed about the foot-long chili cheese dog, I should have gotten it, Harold. I should have just gone and gotten it. Now I've been left out. So
okay, well, 16 seconds left in practice, and then we're at the qualifying.
Oh, goody! And lots of blue up on the top of that, which means the trucks aren't letting off the gas.
That's right. The trucks are pacing the field in practice, and the Cup cars are way back. The top is Bill Klingbeil in 15th, in number 83.
Wow.
And the checkered flag is flown for practice.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get ready to get back to qualifying now. See who we get to go out on first.
Thank you, Mr. Trader, for chiming in and calling us.
Oh, it's Trader.
Yes, sir. Drew Trader, we appreciate you checking in on Facebook, buddy. Thank you, sir.
So Taco
Gortman, right?
Remember, we got to get it. You got to talk about him and get a contract to get with the Aria Tuesday Truck Series. So Taco Truck Tuesday, right?
Taco Truck Tuesday would be awesome, I think. Hey, Drew's there. He'd love Taco Truck Tuesday, I bet.
I bet he would. We might have talked to Taco Gortman.
I think we ought to race taco trucks on Tuesday, one race. Like everybody gets one of those taco trucks. And you have to have the wing door, or like you have to have the thing open.
Well, the funny thing is back during NASCAR 2003 time, and I know you hear me talk about this all the time. It was an open source software, so lots of mods were being made by people, right?
Okay.
And at the time, the number 88 was driven by Dale Jarrett. And remember the commercial that said everybody likes to drive. Everybody wants to drive the truck. Absolutely. Somebody actually made a mod with the UPS trucks, and I actually drove the UPS trucks around it. It was pretty.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That was a blast.
A mod of the taco truck with like the door open.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
That would be awesome. You guys.
There you see the trucks are again
still pacing, to the top. Yeah.
Pacing the field quick. Yeah. And they're doing it by they're doing it fairly quickly, half a second between Ellswick and then some of those other guys. So
now you talked about this before, like this is kind of Phoenix is that short track mentality. I mean, the track itself is a mile in length, but it's really a funny looking shape. It's not oval, it's not high banked, it's kind of unique is the best way I could say it. Used to have the sky bridge coming off of turn 4 that you could kind of gauge when to get back into the gas, and shameless plug when I was driving against Hermie Sadler, and I was like, I need the sky bridge, let me know when to get back on the gas. And he goes, no, you need to feel it in your seat. And then I kind of chime back to him over the radio that only one person in this conversation has ever felt Phoenix in their seat. It ain't me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, it's such an odd shape, and ever since they reconfigured it, I mean, it's basically it becomes a crazy short track. I mean, a mile is not typically considered a short track, but yeah, I mean, they are running most times mile and a half when they're running ovals. So a mile, I mean, Dover's a mile, but I don't think I'd call Dover a short track.
Dover's got all the, but
it's nuts.
It's got the high banking, which this one does not.
It does not. Now this is fairly flat. It looks like it goes downhill, like coming off of one of the turns. But other than that, I mean, it's just an odd. It's not a D track. It's more like somebody spilt something track.
It is a oblong, not quite an oval. And we have somebody checking in. Zachary Plays 98 checking in on Twitch.
Right, that's right. Yeah, that's your job. You got Twitch.
I got them all up. I can see them all. So just so you know, just in case this is your first week tuning in with us, Ken and I like to monitor chat. We won't type back to you. That takes us away from the action, but we will talk to you. So we want to know your favorite cars. We want to know what you think about NASCAR coming up. We want to know, heck, what you did yesterday. You know, what'd you eat for dinner? I don't care. You know, we just want to see the chat light up.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we have, without a question. And of course, we do have to start everything off with who's standing next to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the United States of America, my daughter, Katie. Say hi, Katie. There you go, everybody. Katie is now standing beside me. Harold, you heard her that time, right?
Nope, did not.
You didn't?
No.
Say it louder, Kate. Did you hear her that
I heard
time?
her laugh, but did not hear her say hi.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe she needs to just lean in. Try it one more time. Just lean in. I won't even touch it. Try it one more time.
Hi.
I got her that time.
There you go. Okay, so everybody in the country has heard you. That's good. By the way, I want to get to Chip real quick because, of course, he chimes in with some amazing stuff. Chip says that you have to have pit stops to deliver. When you take a pit stop, perfect pit stop would be 12 tacos. That'd be awesome. By the way, your Tiny Horse Man is the fastest of the Cup cars, Ryan Johnson, and he is in 10th because all the other trucks are qualified before that. So
the trucks in front of them. Will be interesting. Well, we saw this before. I think in Vegas, wasn't it? That the trucks were the fastest in single, but then we got racing and it completely flip flopped. The Cup cars, showed their dominance.
They did. I don't know if it's going to happen the same way here at Phoenix. I mean, the trucks, as we talked about off screen, is the truck seems to be able to just lay on the gas. Where we all know the Xfinity are probably as loose as can be, and they're going to wiggle. And then, of course, the Cup cars, they got to lay the power down differently. So I don't know. I'm anxious to see how it plays out. I assume you're going to be right, and Tiny Horse Johnson and Kayla McCarthy and some of those other Cup cars will be up there before you know it. Bill Klingbeil, he's always fast. But certainly, it's going to play out a little different. Harold, I would assume the trucks will have an advantage early. And it just as it goes along, it'll play out to where the Cup Series gets faster.
Well, interesting because the thing with the new car, this is the new chassis that you see Kayla in right now, right? It's the new chassis. And this is a fixed series that we have here with Split Decision. Split Decision doesn't just go by the setup. They get the setup that's available through iRacing, and then they tweak it a little bit and send it out to everybody. So they've actually done some tweaking on this car, if I'm not mistaken. They might have to correct me if I'm wrong, because this car right now, I could almost say probably hasn't had a good setup for this track yet because it's the last track of the season and they're not working on this one yet.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's a good point. Point. By the way, nice job, Patrick. Patrick Anderson chimed in before he went out and did whatever he was going to do. And he says this week, that Jeff Ramsdell is not a hack. And the only reason why he's saying Jeff Ramsdell is not a hack is because, well, obviously two reasons. One, Jeff Ramsdell won because he called him a hack. And two, he crashed out and Jeff Ramsdell didn't. So there you have it.
Well, he was also Jeff Ramsdale and Dave were the ones pushing me in the 0-1 car to the front at
Oh, there you
Daytona.
go.
So
There you go. And by the way, if you've never seen, so Drew Trader is talking about. He said he finished up his Transcendent Motorsport paints. Listen, you want to see some awesome paint schemes? Those guys get it. He's got paints for fire suits, helmets for the 2022 Lionheart Speedway Series yesterday. Can't wait to see that series get started, dude. Send me, Drew. I want to see some early stuff. So you know how to get a hold of me. Send me some pictures. I want to see some of that stuff. That's going to be awesome. Drop them in Discord or something, and they do a great job. I love the paint schemes, so that's going to be good to look out for. So trucks are all up top. What a surprise. The biggest shock to me, Harold, is there is a group from 20 to 29 of all Sprint Cup cars, or you know the big boy.
if from Fonseca all the way to Bo Ross.
Yeah, Fonseca to Bo Ross. You've only got Tiny Horse Johnson up in 10th. Klingbeil, who of course is usually fast, in 13th, and then Patrick Anderson, who smartly said Jeff Ramsdale is not a hack. They're in 17th, but otherwise, I mean, it's Xfinity all jammed in above the Cup cars as well. So interesting. Still got a lot of Xfinity cars that have not gone out yet, and there's only 43 seconds, so I assume
Probably not going to happen.
they're probably not going to happen.
Well, you know, as we were seeing this aerial shot being covered, you can see the turn 1 and turn 2 kind of like your typical oval shape, and then 3 and 4 it's like somebody put an egg on the side, where it kind of gets funky looking.
It almost looks like Sasquatch's foot, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
If we put a big toe up here and then the little toes all the way around the corner, I mean, it's almost a giant footprint.
Kind of like a rounded trapezoid or something.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it's weird. And look how it bows out over here. It just, I don't know. It's going to be fun. I don't know if anybody will cut down there and then try to get back up. I don't think that would be a good idea.
I believe this may be look where the start-finish line is. Technically, that's actually in a corner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or a very small straightaway, I guess you could say.
All right, well, yeah,
all right.
I don't know.
We can get ready to go now. So let's
do that.
Let's get it in.
Let's grid it up.
All right, starting grid for tonight's race. We got Dylan Clark and Garrett Seidner on the front row with Caleb Ellswick and Joe Turkel in row 2. Row 3 is Corey Herrigs and Zach Johnson. Zach Johnson's on Twitch saying he's going to try to get this thing a good finish tonight. Thomas Teagan and Matthew Wheeler, all trucks in the first 4 rows.
All right, row 5, you got Matthew Kopp that finishes up the trucks up there, and then Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson on the outside there. Michael Gitchell in row 6, and Jorge Canales on his outside. Bill Klingbeil, second fastest of the big boys, and then John Humphrey running in the Xfinity Cup or car there. Jeff Ramsdale, last week's winner, starting in 15th, and Josh McKinney rolling out in 16th.
17th is Patrick Anderson, who says that Mr. Jeff Ramsdale is not a hack this week. Justin Gibbs on his outside. Inside row 10 is Mike Alward, and outside of him is Cup Cars Keith Fonseca. Got Nate Johnson and Luke Smith, both in Cup Cars in row 11. Row 12 is Taco Gortman and Kevin Bernheimer.
All right, row 13's got Andy Turner, and on the outside, a very fast Kayla McCarthy. I would assume she'll pull forward. Row 14, Dave Gilbert, Tyler Turtle Rush. Bo Ross in row 15 with Dave Despero on the outside. Jonathan Cusimano on the inside of row 16, and John Peterson on the outside there in 32nd.
I'm sure glad you got the hard ones. Inside of row 17 is Josh Saucy. Outside Nathan Waring. Richard Crane in row 18. Inside Stephen Wolf is outside in 36th spot. 37th in row 19 is Marty Brown. Adam Benefield on the outside. And on the shotgun in the field is Mark Ackerman in the 37.
All right, and just a reminder real quick, again, if you're joining us on YouTube, joining us on Twitch, or joining us on Facebook, chat away. We will follow you, we will see you, and we will make comments. Chip is already in there, Drew is in there, Patrick Anderson jumped in before he got on the track. So let us know you're out there, let us know what's going on, and again, we're as interactive as we possibly can be.
And if we're slow tonight, it's probably because we got eyes all over the racetrack as we're getting ready to go green here.
That might have been the quickest yellow flagged lap I've ever seen. From high above the cactus.
And then back, see where the entrance to the pits is way back there in turn number 2.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Thank you, Drew. I will take a look at it here in just a moment. Caitlin Marie, welcome. Go Jonathan Cusimano, she says. All right.
And we're
And he's
underway.
waving. Let the chaos begin. And again, the trucks are going to lead the way. We assume at this point trucks will lead the way for a little bit of the run, but eventually should even out to where the
Oh, somebody in the wall already.
Already hitting
Hard
the wall.
on the
You got a little
wall.
blinking in the front.
So big turn already, and then we got the 66 and the 34 up front. That's Caleb Ellswick trying to get underneath Dylan Clark. As we just started the first minute of our 95 minutes here at the Duel in the Deserts here in Arizona.
There are going to be times, folks, when we're just going to watch because there's a lot as we said, there's a lot going on. So hang in there with us. We're trying to get a good look as well.
So Dylan Clark still leading this thing. The 66 was about a car length away, and now we're back to another lap down. And the truck still top 9, and the number 12 of Corey Herrigs is the fastest, and he's in the truck in the number 12 in third spot.
And you got Matthew Boston Wheeler. We didn't mention him, but he has typically been up there most of the time, Harold. So we should keep an eye on him as well. But the truck's still pacing everything. Ryan Johnson sitting there in 10th. Hopefully he starts moving forward. And then a gaggle of Xfinities led by Jorge Canales. Good evening, Kim. Kim's watching from down in the Richmond area. So good evening, Kim. It's amazing what I'm noticing, Harold, real quick, is the trucks seem to be gapping each other.
Ooh, we got a car down low smoking. A couple of them, actually. That was John Peterson and Mike Allward. Let's see if I can find that. So we're going to go to a replay.
All right. Going to unveil it.
We're going to see if I can find it first.
All right.
You see here, I got to do my chopper cam. There it is. There's a 70. And it looks like he was part of this.
Tyler underneath.
It looks like he just kind of loses it and goes all the way to the wall right there. In the wall.
Boom. Don't forget the boom. And then the 17.
And the 17, I saw him right behind us. So we try to get the 17 and see here. Where's our 17? John Peterson. We'll back him up a tad. Come on now. Help me out. There we go. So watch the 17 here.
John Peterson, as we said. Taco Gortman back there in the screen as well.
So you see the 17 right here.
That's right, folks. Telestrating. You don't get this anywhere else. Following the 17. Look at that. The circle works, Harold.
It was pretty close, yeah.
It was.
And he
Bam!
comes down, and there's the BAM right there.
Right, the BAM right there. As we see everybody else squeeze by.
We need to get back to racing though.
Telestration brought to you by One to Go Studios.
Two's back up front. We got Dylan Clark leading this thing, but yes, we have Telestration.
That's right.
The Telestrator. There you go. The Madden of iRacing. That's right. And
that's
bam!
what we were looking for. That's right. That's exactly right, Chip.
April Orr shows up there.
Yep. Hey, April, good to see you. And of course, you're rooting for Tiny Horse Johnson.
Hey,
what a surprise.
Quit picking on the people who like Tiny Horse. Come on.
I'm just saying, like, it's not a shock this week that everybody's, that's why I didn't even do any picks this week, because I know where we're going with that. So
Well, Dylan Clark, he seems like he might be having some issue with connectivity. He's been blinking out a little bit. Let's try to find something.
Let's find something.
All right,
See
back here. We
have.
got Taco Gortman and who's that? Just heard his number.
That's
Turtle Rush. Yeah, so
Yep.
2 cup cars, about mid-pack here.
You got a taco chasing a turtle.
That's right.
You don't find that anywhere either, I tell you.
Probably.
Oh! I don't know what went on there, but Taco just decided that the turtle's bumper didn't look right, so he fixed it.
All right. So about 20 minutes till our first competition. That Exalta car looks like he's had better days.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's 75 Exalta cars out there, so don't worry. If you're an Exalta fan, there's other ones out there. That one just is ruined. That's all. And that's who Patrick Anderson, our buddy, is on pit lane. Harold, what did he do?
I don't know. We'll see. We go down here and look. There's the number. That's the Exalta car. I said it looked like the Exalta car had some issues with that front nose there.
Patrick.
He blew past his
Backing up. He just wants to be on
the
camera,
Lamb
that's all.
Foundation there, the number 99 Exalta. Oh,
There you go.
he just got him a
fixed
new
it.
car. Got him a new car.
Nice job. Meanwhile, his crew is over there talking about other things.
Got
look,
got
turtle
ice cream.
shell on it. Yeah. I don't think they had ice cream there. Is that actually a truck getting ready to lap?
Yep, the
A
20.
cup car.
That's the 28 of Kevin
Bernheimer.
Bernheimer, who's already been down pit lane. He was involved in an incident with Patrick Anderson, possibly.
Wow. How about that?
Yep, and that was on lap 8. We could probably see if we can get to that one.
Well, that explains why Patrick's in there getting a new car too, huh?
Yeah. So let me try to grab this here for you. There's a 28 down about here. You see a 28 there? Boom.
That's beautiful. Yeah, boom. They seem like they're not taking those corners quite as well as I had expected them to. And maybe that's all part of the...
And the
issue.
99 is, the 70.
Right behind. Oh, yeah.
And
Wow.
see, like, right, yeah, both of them made contact with the 70.
I just noticed, like, going into the turns, they really don't seem to be comfortable with the way the cars are.
Cars is not handling the same as it would. You know, in testing for the next gen car, Dale Earnhardt Jr. said that he thought that the short tracks and the road courses would see some of the better racing. So, because he said the car handled more like a road racing car.
Well, I would think as low as they are now that, maybe they would be better for handling on the, on the road courses and all.
This is the 88 of Nate Johnson into being 88 there. And then the next gen car followed by the 24 of Kayla McCarthy.
They're mired back in 19th and 20th.
Yeah, but they're 4th in their division. They'll be all right.
4th in their division. That's right. Folks, if you've never seen the triple threat, they all can win their division.
There's
or
a
they
division.
can win the whole thing.
Yep. There's our division right there. So your leader is Johnson, and then Smith, Fonseca, and Nate Johnson and Kayla McCarthy, your top 5 in the Cup Series. And then let's jump down to our X Series, Xfinities. Jose Canales, Gitchell.
Jorge Canales. You and the names, I got them, Harold.
I know. McKinley, Humphrey, and Ramsdale. Hey, I get most of them. Come on, I get tongue-tied every once in a while. Come on.
I would never call you out,
Clark,
Harold.
Ellswick, Turkle, but Herrigs and Wheeler.
Look at the gap already though from Clark to Ellswick. I mean, he's laying down some serious laps. He's 0.2 of a second faster pretty much the whole time. So and he's carrying the sponsor on the hood. So
I told you that gives you a 10.
Hey, blinked out. He's gone. He's back.
That gives you at least a 10th. In the chat, that's what I always know. As a driver, you put the sponsor, the title sponsor, and you go faster. It just happens that way.
You remember that, Drew? Okay, he said, he said to make sure that, Drew.
Wait.
I'm sorry, you guys. Drew sent me something, and I'm looking now.
Oh, okay, all right. So you have something special in mind.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm looking at some things that he sent me. They look fantastic, by the way. So you have to check that out.
All right, so
that was
going
Ryan
through
Johnson,
the field there.
right?
We had Ryan there for a little while, and now we're looking at is that Josh McKinley, David Gilbert now in that number 7 ride.
So Michael Gitchell's moved up in front of Jorge Canales, so he's currently.
Is this that's the May the 4th be with you? He's got the wrong paint. A little early.
He's getting there. It's okay.
This will be in Kansas that week. That's a way from now.
It's a little ways from now, yes. Hey, we're speaking of which, we're gonna have special food that night too. So.
That's right. So if you're in the Maryland, Delaware area, you can see Ken and I at Oasis Church of Delaware in Glasgow Avenue, 2200 Glasgow Avenue in Newark, Delaware, live and in person with food, with free admission.
That's right. Why is his tail swinging like that? What is?
Maybe he was saying hi to the 77 of Mr. Bo Ross.
Bo seems to be a little bit slow right now. This group is really tight together, but Bo seems to be a little slow, and everybody seems to be having to fight and get around him.
41, who's that? That's Marty Brown in the truck. But yeah, the trucks are still showing us that they have the speed over the rest of these guys. It's pretty interesting. I would not have thought that.
This would be a race that Drew would be happy to drive in his truck, So he'd have the speed in front of everybody.
What you're saying is it's the handling in the corners just doesn't seem like the next gen cars handling the corners. It's like it handles the one side, but not. It has issues with the funny side of the track. Well, it's kind of like Darlington, I guess, in that way. You can set the car up for one side, but you can't set it up for both.
Yeah, and then you have that weird. Again, we talked about the weird bump out. How do you even set it up for all of those extra turns? It just doesn't. Hunter Schleppy. What's up? Hunter Schleppy is joining us. He is the voice that joins us in our other area, and it's good to have him checking in on us.
He is Aria's Monday and Thursday night lead, or chair lead, I guess. It's the best to say that. And so he's checking us out from north of Philadelphia.
And then Robin checking in, Ryan Matthew Johnson.
It's Tiny Horse. I'm telling you.
I know who it is. We say it all the time.
He's like now. Him and Dom DeLeo, man. They got a big following.
Yes, people really live in Delaware, Chip. Smart Alex.
Hey, I live in Maryland, though.
It's not. Is there one big company mailbox? Yeah, we all share one here in Delaware.
Hey, y'all can't. I mean, and they stick it in Dover. They all got to go there to pick up their mail.
Right. Exactly.
That's why Delaware 1 is always snarled. They're all going to it and get their mail.
Well, no, that's because the president keeps coming in and going to the beach.
Okay, maybe that's why. It's the beach route.
By the way, Matthew Wheeler in 60 has been moved up. Is now moved up to third now. But he's 5 seconds behind, but he seems to be knocking that time down. He is running roughly about the same time as Dylan Clark is. Caleb is picked up the pace too. So those guys up front are going to try to chop into it, but it's quite a lead. He is just out front hauling the mail. Speaking of mail.
They're definitely slowing down though. 29 was Dylan's last lap. They have a 27.7 was the fastest lap. So they slow down.
The speed's gone.
1.3, yeah.
But it's not affecting their lead any at all.
60 underneath the 19 there. That's going to be a challenge for me, is trying to figure out who's on the lead lap and who's passing who. So,
Currently, just so everybody knows, and I'll look at it now, I got Adam Benefiel as the first one, a lap down in 28th. That's in the 9.
Actually, David Gilbert is now the first car.
Gilbert just got passed. So, Dave, come on. Put the hammer down.
It's hard. I'm sure we'll talk to these guys after. And Disparity. So Dylan Clark is not starting to lap the field here.
Yeah, he's just walking them. He is absolutely walking them.
And Michael
he's disappearing
Allward
too.
Yep.
It's magic, Harold.
It's magic. Mm-hmm. It's number 34 there.
Yep. There you see the 17 going down.
Well, he's got an advantage. He's got a crew chief, Ethan Michaels.
How about that?
Man, it helps. I'm sure it's got to help here. You know, have a little bit of help out there. So
Hunter says he hadn't been on Facebook in 3 years.
But we have Twitch and we have
we
YouTube.
Do have Twitch. Yeah. So
there's plenty of fun. If you chose
all 3.
Facebook, that's on you.
That's okay though. No, stay there. Don't chase them away, Harold.
Got 9 minutes here. Another Ryan fan.
Yep. Yeah, there's not enough of them out there.
The number 34 coming down pit lane. So the leader on pit lane with 8 minutes left in the segment.
And there are 100 cars out there going, oh, thank God he's got to get gas.
So that gives a lead to Matthew Kopp here, who won the first week in that Back to Blue number 22 truck.
Yep. So
love that paint scheme. I really do.
Down there, I love that paint scheme as well. You're exactly right. A lot of the trucks now are coming in. He's the only one that's out there right now. All the other trucks seem to be dropping down. Ryan Johnson dropped into the pits as well. So, because that put Luke Smith in the lead as far as
got people on Twitch
Series
now. All right. I think that's Drew Trader. No.
I don't know.
DDH88. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Okay,
Drew, are you on everything?
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's like Sagwa Fair.
He is. And no one's. See, here we go again.
They don't know. They're like, what? No. Who's what?
So you got a couple cars still running. There you see the leader, Matthew's going to come off now. Turning it over to Garrett.
Garrett Snyder. Yep.
Garrett Snyder. Yep.
Sidnor, okay, Sidnor.
Whatever you say.
Oh, it's Hunter.
I'm going with he's saying.
That's Hunter. He's laughing at me. It's like a fish or something like that he put up in the
he
Twitch.
put those fish up, yeah.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. Again,
I don't think anybody knows that one either. We didn't give him anything so far. But...
I know, it's crazy. All right, so... about 7 minutes remaining until our first segment. Caution will come out. But so Garrett's leading the way with a truck. He's got 37 laps on that truck.
Yep.
So with the current gas prices, I don't know if I'll be coming down either. You know, 30.
Well, I'd wait. Yeah.
You see a guy out there going, do you have enough? We're going to have accountants in every pit stall going, I don't know if you have enough money for the fuel that you're about to take.
Well, as all this goes on and these guys stay out there, I mean, we're at only 11 on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, but they still got to come down. Well, actually, Dylan Clark is on the lead lap. You see him right here in ninth. So
you see Taco Gortman there running behind him, but he's a lap down.
Yeah, so he's going to basically put the field down. Now, just to reiterate how this works in split decision, triple threat. At the stage break, all drivers that are a lap down to their division leader will get 1 lap credited, so they'll get a wave round. So, right now, the leader, right now is Caleb McCarthy. Caleb McCarthy is the Cup. Garrett, so they're all on the lead lap currently.
Right.
So those that are a lap down would get weighed around, but those that are 2 laps down, like David Gilbert, would be in danger of being stuck back there.
Garrett Seidner's
He
now
just got
in
back,
the
though.
pit. Justin Gibbs coming out. Kayla McCarthy. Yep. So all of these cars, there's a couple of them still with. They've run 40 laps, Harold.
Yep. It's only 40 miles, though. You know,
That's
even
true.
if my car gets more than that.
Well, they are the Cup cars. They suck up, more gas. But
Yeah. About 5 minutes remaining. As we're seeing here, that's currently the overall leader. The number 24 of Kayla McCarthy, then Bill Klingel, Title Turtle Rush, Nate Johnson, and Andy Turner.
Bill's right on
Looks
her
like
tail.
Nate Johnson's now in the pits.
Bill's right there on her back bumper. So
So I guess the Cup cars had the biggest fuel tank.
I don't know. I mean, Ryan came in early and Luke came in early. I don't know what's going on. So it's not sure how far they can go.
Great maths. Well, they have calculators, I guess, because and they didn't give me one. Didn't give me no fuel calculator for this guy, not for here. So looks like 4 drivers, all in Cup cars, have yet to come down for the first set of servicing. Also, every driver gets 1 spare car.
Which we've already seen Patrick Anderson use. And there
It was like
one
Zake
other.
Johnson's used one.
Yep.
Joe Turkel has used one.
And
John
Bernheimer
Peterson, Patrick Anderson, Kevin Bernheimer,
Yep.
and David Desperios.
So they can't afford anything else to happen at this point.
So with 24 viewers, we're down to like 4 people talking.
I know.
Do not be shy. Do not be
Please
shy.
don't.
Tell us who you're following. Maybe we we can go old school here. Tell us who you want us to wave to the front. Who you cheering for? We're waving to the front. We'll give them that.
We've
that
already got
whee!
19 for Ryan. So,
Well,
I mean.
but we've already done that. I'm talking about other people. Got to be
Oh.
other people cheering people on too.
Yeah, we didn't do our picks this week because, I didn't want to ruin
Here comes
drivers.
Kayla down, and 3 minutes left in the first segment here. As
Bill's following her, it looks like. Bill's following.
and Dylan Clark back
Yep.
to the front at number 34. I mean, the only thing if I find interesting is like if I'm gonna go to the blimp shot just so everybody can see
Yeah.
the whole track and how they're everywhere. Look, there's cars everywhere.
Every spot on the track has a car except for that one corner right now, and that's only a half a second difference. But there's just constant running of cars.
And you got to get in the pit lane at the exit of turn number 2. Like right there is pit entry.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
just amazing.
I
Go ahead.
think
they need to hear something.
Ken, I did not notice this until just that segment of turning all the sounds different because the cars are they actually have different. It's unusual to hear the different sounds as they it's a truck, it's a street car, it's a cup car.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's definitely different than what we'd hear on, Monday through Thursday when we call the other races. It's a
Okay.
cacophony of sounds. is
So-
what it is.
We said we're going to do this, so we're going to give the 71 a push around.
That's
so
right. Give 71 a
Jorge
push around.
Canales, push around. You know when you're in the stands and you got your hand and you push your driver to the front. And then the number 99 from Chip Kelly, we're going to push the 99 to the front, the Patrick Anderson. So we did that, so now everybody else, come on. Don't stop now. Wow, the 37 really slow as the 34 went by him there.
Wait, the truck disappeared. Oh, he's back.
Yep, he's back. I'm trying not to get away from him too much, but you know he's the leader, but can't stay on him if he's not there.
That is true. It is difficult to find him. Joe Turkel, we can stay on. He's still in view. We can see him.
Number 9, Adam Benefiel, right there with him.
Yep.
But man, so, a lot more bumping and banging this week.
High Pre was the one that said Jorge Canales over on YouTube. So thank you and welcome. Appreciate him. Appreciate them joining in on that.
Oh, that's the Eric Cartman car.
You must respect my authority.
I'm trying to remember who that was, because we're at the caution now. So try to find that person's car, because Ackerman, I believe. Yes, Mark Ackerman. And try to get his. We'll get on his. There you go.
Respect my Xfinity.
Exactly.
Looks like nobody has respected his back bumper.
Nobody respected his Xfinity.
No. Sorry, Mark. They clearly don't respect it. There's Cartman on the front, South Park down the side. So there's somebody with a little humor. I like it.
There is no B class.
That's true.
See my bumper. Interesting.
I don't call you B class. I'm not going to mention who calls you the B class. I won't say it because
iRacing calls them iRacing calls it B class.
Okay, I was going to throw you under the bus, Harold.
It's iRacing that calls them B class. It's A class, B class, C class, and ARCA is D class. That is not my thing. That is their things. So
there you have it.
But I saw that car of Mark Ackerman's at the Daytona 500. He made it a point to go, "Hey Harold, look at my bumper."
I like it.
And I'm like, and I basically told him, last time I see it is during practice.
So you got some cars and
everybody coming down for pit lane.
Looks like it looks like, yeah. Which is kind of crazy because some of them have already been we're down just recently, but
yeah. So Dylan Clark staying out though.
Yeah,
he might have went down pit lane because this is stint 0. He just had to be the first one in and back out again.
As fast as he is, I'm not surprised.
All right, so time to get into the cars that got the waiver rounds.
Do we have them yet? Do we know? Okay.
30 from the trucks, the 34, the 15, the 66, the 12, and the 13 all moving forward. In the Cup, 38, 10, 16, 27, and 61 getting the waiver round. And in the Xfinity gets the 48, the 4, the 97, and the 93 with the 11, leaving looks like number 19 in the 30th position of Stephen Wood and back trapped down. So all the way to 29, we'll get back to the division leads.
Now, we are going to have a quiz in another 10 minutes, and you have to remember all of that information.
Yep,
so
good luck. All of it.
Good luck, yeah.
Well, we will definitely be quizzing you on who drives the respect by Xfinity,
right?
And who races the Taco Bell,
That's right.
and who races the Exalta car.
Oh my gosh, that's not fair. Like 90% of the field races the Exalta car.
That is cool. I did not realize that the cactus changed colors.
Yep.
So just like the one that goes studio marker, the cactus changes colors. Isn't it cool?
I like it.
I love it.
We are so in tune.
Yes.
With everything.
So waiver rounds being dealt out right now by Mr. Saucy.
All right. Joshua does a fine job adminning on Friday nights for us. So we want to give him a shout out, of course.
Segment 2 will end at 40 minutes to go. And then we'll go to the end. Cautions are turned off, so the only person throwing the flag is Mr. Saucy. So he's in communications with the flag man, and he tells him when to throw it. So if the flagman sees the world on fire, he will not throw the flag out until Josh tells him to.
Unless Josh says the world's on fire, throw the flag. Right.
Yeah, even if Josh sees the water bottle and throws the yellow flag, he'll throw it. But
I got you.
I'm pretty sure we're going to be extending. Yep, there we go. I was waiting for the extension because it's like the pace car's lights were off and we got people flying around the pace car.
Yeah, it's hard enough for us, Josh. If give us another lap or two to kind of breathe.
Yep.
Oh my. So from what I'm seeing here, correct me if I'm wrong. You said it goes to 30th.
It looks like it went to 32nd is Stephen Wood, but yeah, because all the division leaders are on the lead lap, so we should be getting more drivers to still come around. Maybe Ackerman, maybe the 31st, but so I thought the 17 and the 11 were also given wave rounds as well, so we're just waiting for them to get caught up. We're waiting for the people to catch up.
All right.
Crazy with all the vehicles running. Yes, as Ken puts into the YouTube chat.
Yeah. I just want people to know.
Crazy, man.
It is indeed nuts. How many we got watching on Twitch over there, Harold?
Twitch, we have Hunter.
It's Hunter. Good. Thanks, Hunter.
But I'm showing 24 viewers amongst all our 3 platforms.
Wow. I think we need to share this a little more. I don't know what's going on. Folks, share this.
Yep.
Where else are they going to talk about taco trucks driving in the circle? And I really wish that leader would kick his computer. Seems to be dropping out an awful lot. All right. So we are getting ready to go green. He's still holding the yellow, but the pace car disappeared down pit lane.
He came back out.
All right, yep, there we go.
Pace car decided he needed a donut. They said, "Hey, hold a donut out." He got one of them long sticks and he just grabbed it.
Nice.
There's a lot of work.
Which brings us
front.
back to Harold and Ken would love to have a food sponsor. That's right, a food sponsor. We would be happy to talk about your food product and eat it while on the air. So if you'd like to sponsor One to Go Studios and Harold and Ken, please come up with a food sponsorship.
The Blinkies always scare Chip. Chip, they scare me too. I do a lot of open wheel on iRacing, and it really sucks because you have the draft, you don't have the draft. You have dirty air, you clean air, and you end up running into the wall because the guy in front of you is not there and he's there. It's crazy.
And away we go.
Well, look who we got. We got 2 Cup cars.
Still yellow.
We went back to yellow just before we went green. But look at the yellow spoilers are in the second
Luke
row.
And Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. Everybody is now cheering on Facebook. They've probably lost their minds.
The crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes wild. That's my orange crush mobile. I like to look at. You
think junior memorabilia goes quick? You should see the track when Tiny Horse shows up.
I can only imagine.
They needed to bring like 7 trailers of Tiny Horse stuff.
I'm gonna have to get me a cutoff T-shirt with Brian Tiny
with
Horse
Tiny Horse. I'll get you a hobby horse to sit on. We'll take a picture.
Exactly. Are we going green this time, Harold? What do you think?
I think we are going green this time by.
Harold thinks we're going green.
Here we go.
We did.
Fired it up. There goes Dylan Clark. Jumps. Corey's in the second spot. Tiny Horse on the inside of that truck. He's going to give a challenge to one of the trucks.
This ought to be interesting.
Mr. Cup driver's showing us that they got speed too, but the truck getting wound up and it's getting harder because it's definitely not blowing by him, but definitely that's that corner like you were talking about. That corner, But right around that corner, the 38 had a really hard time getting through that corner, and that's that funny corner, 3 and 4.
It is. Yeah, that's the thing that's thrown them is they almost don't know whether they should go high on it, go low on it. They seem to be running really well with the trucks right here, but when you come off this last bit and get into that weird, like, big toe right there,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we used to, like I told you before, the thing that used to be wide open, so the drivers could cut that.
Right. Oh,
and,
yeah.
And now then they put cones out there, and that didn't work. And now they got barriers.
They put O'Reilly out there.
now they got
put
barriers.
The entire O'Reilly and barriers out there. That's right.
Now they're like, go ahead, try to cut it now. But yeah, the driver.
So there you see Caleb Ellswick in the 66 trying to get around Ryan Johnson. He's going to get his truck up front. He doesn't want to let those other two get too far away.
We're on the number 12 here. Let's see what else we might be able to find through the field here as we're just under an hour remaining in our time session. There's the number 88 the next gen. There's that number 30 of Zach Johnson on your screen. Oh, the 38 sliding. Oh, he's hit by that should be Gitchell.
Yep. It also sends the 22 truck, the one that you love so much on the paint job. He's going to need a new
he's
paint
smoking.
Job. Oh, yeah.
And the caution has not come out. And I find that with cars facing the wrong way,
they're getting there.
Wonder where the caution's at here. You know, that big smoke off a cop.
He took a shot, that's for sure.
All right, back up to the racing. Looks like we're going to stay green, which, wow, I thought for sure that would cause a caution with all those cars sliding every which way.
Josh might have had to go get a hot dog or something, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Just wants to keep it going.
Looks like Bill Klimble has disconnected is what I just got. So
yes, indeed.
And looks like number 99, Patrick Anderson up high. Looks like all the way up to the wall. Caleb McCarthy to 24, looking pretty sporty up front there underneath Keith Fonseca, as we're looking at the 41 of Marty Brown.
Well, this puts Kayla McCarthy in a good spot if she can get herself going moving forward. That's going to put her in contention to win the cups tonight. So
well, Luke Smith is the number 10.
He
all
is
up
walking
front.
away right now. Yep.
So like Tiny Horse getting spun out, like it, or somehow I can probably maybe even go back to that.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. It looks like he just lost it going into the turn. And again, I think he was low and didn't want to be that way. It's okay, April. They'll be all right. I'm sure Tiny Horse has got his new car already done.
So we're watching
the 38.
38 right here.
Yep, telestrated.
Oh, and he gets loose.
Yeah,
and he cuts down right there.
And that's when
right
Cop
there
gets a little help.
Yeah.
So Cop gets from behind, and honestly, the truck that catches him, there's nowhere for him to go at this point. But Cop gets drilled into the wall. So unfortunate event right there.
Wow, that was interesting to say the least.
Absolutely. I'm showing two that are disconnected now, Harold.
Yep. Yeah, I drew a really fast kidney around the Tiny Horse.
You did.
What people don't understand though is I'm trying to do this by I've got the tablet that draws next to the screen, and I'm trying to make them both work. So I'm like starting to draw and have to kind of figure it out from when it starts. Not quite a Illustrator, but getting there.
It's getting there. I mean, you got to take tiny baby steps. So Ryan Johnson, those of you that follow him, he is still on the lead lap.
And he didn't take a car, so
he didn't. Wow, how about that?
He got a pretty good hit from that was the B car of, what was it, Gitchell, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Bernheimer's in the pits right now too, so.
Yeah, Gitchell right there. You can see the damage on the front of his racer.
And the back and the side and.
Well, he hit Tiny.
Well, on the top.
He about T-boned him is what I saw.
I'm just pointing out there's plenty of
time and plenty of damage, yeah?
Yeah, plenty of damage, that's for sure. So since we're at the 55-minute mark, Harold, why don't we go back to showing, let's show our leaders again in each group if we could do that so they can kind of get a good idea of what's happening in each.
All right, Class 1 Cup Series, the yellow cars with the yellow banners, which one of them is Mr. Fonseca in that all-black car.
You got Luke Smith leading them and Tyler Turtle Rush about almost 8 seconds back with Caleb McCarthy there with him. And you run down to Keith Fonseca and then Mr. Johnson in 5th. And it's not the Johnson everybody wants up front.
The X cars for Mr. Gitchell leading this. Ramsdale, Gibbs, Humphrey, and Jose Canales. So there's your top 5. Jorge Canales.
You know what? I'm sure he'll be fine if you call him Jose.
About George, man.
George, or yeah, George is probably perfectly fine because you're killing the other name.
It's Jorge.
Right.
Jorge Canales.
That's right.
I'm killing it. That's right. I'm killing it. And our trucks, Mr. Clark leading the way here overall, actually.
Yeah.
Harris, Ellswick, Johnson, and Wheeler. And Zach Johnson doing pretty good. He had first talked to us on Twitch, said he's looking to get a good run out of the 30 today, and actually following and doing not too bad. Top 5 overall.
So far, so good. He's about 4 seconds back, but I mean, Dylan's on a totally different world right now.
There you go. Luke Smith, that's the highest cup, but the rest are all trucks in the Turtle Shells Duel in the Desert.
So this will play well to when we're watching the other guys run at Phoenix, kind of give us an idea of how well they'll run.
Yep.
Going to the 53-minute mark. And those of you that aren't used to it, where you're used to laps versus time, this is done a little differently. We get 95 minutes, is that right? 95
minutes? Overall, yep.
Yep, 95 overall, run it down, and then 2 cautions throughout as far as planned ones, planned cautions.
And 70 minutes to go and 40 minutes to go.
Yep. And Dawn has chimed in. She, of course, is one of the Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson.
Part of the Tiny Horse Brigade.
The religion, yeah, the religion that is Tiny Horse. So, yeah, he's probably got plenty of time. I mean, 52 minutes is a long time, and he certainly knows how to get around a track. So let's all hope that, you know, once the pit stops happen and he'll get back up there. And life will
Cop's
be grand.
back out as well. And then number 22. He's being shown 4 laps. Right? He got a new truck, and he's 4 laps down, though.
I'm showing Taco Gortman is going off the rail. Taco, if you're out there, what happened?
45 coming into the pits. That's Jonathan. Oh, you got to tell me, yes, Cusimano.
Yep, Jonathan Cusimano. Yeah, he looks like he redid the side of his truck there for a moment. So
he wanted him to repaint it.
He's definitely going to need a new paint job. That's for sure.
So looking at 51 minutes to go here, about 11 minutes until we get to our...
Dylan Clark's in the pits again, so... Dylan Clark's gone. Oh, he's back. He's gone. He's back. He's gone. He's back. He's back again. But he's on the pits. So the trucks, again, have to go in a lot quicker. And that's going to play out odd at the end. I believe that's how you're going to see the Cup cars finally overtake it, Harold. Is timing of trucks. They just can't go as far as you know the other guys can. So that's where it's gonna. I think that's where it's gonna play the most out. Excuse me, folks, while I reach in and get a monster from the fridge. There we go. cracked it open for everybody to hear. Shit, that's funny. Refreshing, Harold.
I'm not going to talk about that thing you're drinking because we don't have a sponsor.
We don't, but that'd be nice if we had that.
If we had a drink sponsor, I'd be drinking it.
Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to not drink it. I just, it's just not happening. I do not get paid to drink it. Let's just put it that way. But if they'd like to, all day long.
Thomas Teagan, the number 13, is seeing him. He's also seen the right side wall, or his right side is seeing the wall up close and personal.
Turtle's seen some damage too there in the car up front there. Turtle.
Yep.
Just went around.
Turtle and saw somewhat. Some people had gotten into. It was go back here.
So the 15 is the one that hit Cop. That sent Cop flying into the wall.
Ah.
And there you see Cop on the inside of him now.
Cusimano and Tyler Rush had contact with each other a few laps back.
Really?
According to my thing. Pay the men. That's right. Pay the men.
I'm with.
That's right, Chip. It's right.
Chip, you can start a campaign for us if you will, buddy.
We're dying of thirst. We're in the desert, man.
Right. Well, Harold's dying of thirst. He won't say it, but I am clearly not.
I have water.
Okay, that's fine. So up front, a name we're not used to seeing because we've been talking about Dylan Clark 99.9% of the time leading this whole thing. Corey Harridges is doing well up front with Zach Johnson in second. So truck's still leading the way, Harold. But Luke Smith has been holding his own. Yep. And his lap times have been pretty decent. They're not as fast as the two trucks up front, but he's doing pretty good.
There's Dylan Clark there. At first I saw him grayed out, but he's back on the racetrack.
He goes in, goes out. He's just stopping, gets a pit, Let's get that overview of the blimp cam again since we're coming up on 40. Let's see how stretched out everybody is right now. There you go. Look, you got them on the pit lane. You got them overhead. They are everywhere. So this would be a good time to be up on Rattlesnake Hill and kind of watching everything because you wouldn't be missing a thing up there. And those of you that know Phoenix, it's the little hill down there in the corner that they're all driving in front of right now. What a weird looking track.
All right, so we're about 7 minutes away from the final competition yellow. We start looking around here. That's the 27 of Turtle Rush.
Kayla McCarthy's actually gotten around Tyler Rush, so she's now second overall as far as the Cup cars go. And Kayla's been fast all year so far, so not surprising to see her up there. I haven't seen any of her supporters. I thought her husband was on last week, but he hasn't chimed in this week.
Just kind of quietly cheering.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Quietly cheering. Kids might be asleep.
Chip, I'm not sure what you're doing there, buddy, but oh, I get it now. My bad. I'm all right, Chip. Chip says stretched out like a yoga class. I like that. I'm going to have to use that. Is that a giant cardboard box on the front of that car? Not that one. Right behind him. Right there. Look at that. He's got a big piece of debris on his bumper. So we're getting back to the point where we've got 9 on the lead lap. 9 on the lead lap. And the last time they stretched it out past 40 on some of those guys. The Cup cars stretched out to 40. I don't think anybody's going to stretch it all the way to the 42nd. As a matter of fact, Luke Smith's going to come down. Kayla McCarthy's coming down. Nate Johnson's coming down. So some of the, it's going to turn it over to Tyler Turtle Rush and Ryan Johnson. That's right, Ryan Johnson has now moved up and is in 4th overall and 2nd in the Cup Series. So Turtle has definitely had his shell banged around tonight. He's got, I mean, he's even got paint missing from his bumper, Harold. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the green wheels, though. I'm not going to lie.
And everything that iRacing allows us to change the wheels. You can change them to chrome and different colors. Is actually pretty neat.
Yep, I do like the colored wheels. Ryan Blaney actually does it in the Real Cup Series, so I think it's a good touch, as long as it matches the paint scheme and it's not, you know, off the wall. So that was Dylan Clark getting around him, right? Yep. No surprise.
Yep, Dylan Clark back to the lead. As we're about 4.5 minutes away from the final caution. It's like Tiny Horse going into the pits now.
Yep, so that's going to leave Turtle Rush, Keith Fonseca, and Jeff Ramsdell as the ones who have been out the longest. Well, Patrick Anderson's sitting at 42 right now as well, but he's 2 laps down. I don't really know if we're going to see the hairy guy this week, Harold. It's not been real exciting.
Well, they don't tend to get down here. It's kind of hot.
It is true. It is true. Yeah. Maybe we don't see him this week.
You know, he may be hanging out in West Virginia somewhere.
They do go there. So Dylan Clark, this is shocking, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Clark goes back to the lead of the race. I know nobody saw that coming, but his truck it's finally turned it up.
On rails.
It is on the rails. How far can Turtle go? I mean, he and Jeff Ramsdell and Fonseca, they're still rolling.
Being asked about the track temperature. So, Lottie's Travel World presents the weather for the Duel in the Desert. Actually, butt kicker here in this series.
Oh, it's butt kicker. Okay.
Partly cloudy skies, 82 in the air, 96 track temperature, slip sliding away temperatures, 29, and humidity 8 miles an hour from the east.
Oh, it's 9 miles an hour. Right after you said 8, it went to 9. How about that? What a breeze. So there we saw Ryan, Tiny Horse Johnson, driving around Turtle to get his lap back. I'm just amazed how far he's gone so far.
He didn't get his lap back because he's got to pass Dylan.
Oh, that's
Dylan Clark's in the lead, so he's trying to get
6 miles away. I forgot he's 6 miles away. I apologize. He runs so far away that you forget that he's even out there half the time. And when he's blinking on and off, you definitely don't know if he's there. He goes.
So about a minute and a half left. Be interesting in this reset because I see a lot of drivers 2 laps down.
Yep.
And there's a division leader on the lead lap in each division. So those people 2 laps down are going to get stuck down there. And that'll lead only 22 vehicles on the lead lap.
Yeah, you've got a couple that are 3 laps down, 4 and 7. I mean, some of the guys are they're not going to.
About 41 minutes, so about a minute and 3 left here. So about a last minute before the final. what's that in the degrees Kelvin? We have a deacon we named Kelvin. We should ask him.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, who's driving around with no
hood, no front clip?
No front clip, yeah.
What looks like the 28 maybe?
It's a fancy looking car.
Kevin Bernheimer.
Oh, well, that explains it.
And he's already used his fast repair.
Yeah, that's why I was going to say that explains it. No wonder he's 8 laps down. Okay. It's not quite as aerodynamic as everybody else right now, Harold.
Yep. You know, we talked about Lottie'sTravelWorld.com, which is the travel agency that my wife and I own. That's right. If you're looking for a cruise to Alaska, we can help you out. We do have a group. You can meet me and my wife and our family there, and you're interested in a travel excursion. We're leaving on August 21st out of Vancouver for a week on the Serenade of the Seas. We were able to get interior cabins for less than $100 a night per person. So
there you go. There you go. Want to go to Alaska? Talk to Harold.
If you want to go anywhere, we can help you out with anything, any kind of travels.
That's true.
It's like planes, trains, and automobiles. You remember that movie, right?
I certainly do.
You need to get
Those
anywhere.
Aren't pillows. Those aren't pillows.
Lots of cars now getting their wave arounds as Josh Saucy's throwing the 34, the 66, the 30, 12, and 13 to the trucks, 97, 93, 71, 4, and 11 in the Xfinity car, and the Cup car, 27, 10, 61, 38, and 24. And like I said, that will be the top 20. Well, it doesn't look like the 7 got it. So the 21 drivers will be put back to the lead lap. So half the field.
Crazy.
So, man, 40 minutes left. So once they get really going here, should be like a little over half an hour remaining. And
half an hour, and I'm going to take a stab at this and say that Dylan Clark has a good truck. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think that's a good call, don't you think?
I think so.
Okay, safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
My one screen blacked out. And I thought something went wrong.
Blacked out. You should not be.
Good though.
Don't be drinking and calling races. The blacking out's not good.
Not that kind of blacking out.
Oh, you said blacked out. You know, I'm just like, man.
My screen, not me.
Oh, okay. I thought I talked to you about, about that.
Let's just say Chip Kelly disappeared for a moment. He's back though.
Number 93 is Justin Gibbs.
Yeah.
He's that camouflage army car. You know, the problem about being in the camouflage car is people hit you.
Look at the difference in height from how low it sits from the front to the back tire, but how high it sits off the back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the new Cup cars don't sit that high, right?
I don't believe they do. Let's see if we can get the back of one of those. So, let's see here.
There's Tiny Horse coming off there.
Chase.
There's Kalis. Yes, look how much lower they are.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're like a lot like a regular sports car. You
Almost,
see
yeah.
Because you got that funneling, that funnels the air underneath it. Definitely not jacked up.
Even the fender there on the, I wish I had the telestrator like you do, but even the fender there on the back side is much lower than, say, the Xfinity Series. Maybe you could John Madden it for a moment. But there you see the scoops right there, the boom on the back of Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. And we're going to a replay, are we? He's going to telestrate it. Can you get close enough to tell us? Look at it. I don't know now. Is that a shield? What? Okay, this is Germany, and over here is where the invasion came. And,
You're talking about right there.
Help me out here.
It's that thing right there.
Yeah. You're way over there on Snake Hill.
That right
there
there.
You go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Boom. There it is. Again, only at One to Go Studios will you see telestrating done on a live race.
You're killing me.
I'm not killing you.
I gotta get better at that.
Yes. Poor Kayla. Kayla's, I mean, she disappeared completely from your drawings.
Look at all them cars. Look at it. All there's a stack up. It looks like the I-95, man.
It did look like that today. I was down 95 2 or 3 times today, so. Oh, she drove right through the pace car. That must have hurt.
Give a high five to the pace car driver as you go through it. Oh, he said I drew. No, Chip, I definitely did not draw Ohio.
It almost looked like, you know what, you're right. Chip's right. No, he's right. If we can go back and replay that. Folks on Facebook. Folks on Facebook.
Never.
Was that Ohio?
Never.
Ohio? That's an excellent call there, Chip, my friend. Yes. Yes, indeed.
No.
All of you tiny, all of you Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson fans out there, was that the state of Ohio? It looked like it, didn't it?
No. The only thing good in Ohio is Cedar Point.
Well, we haven't been to the other one. We don't know that.
Okay, theme parks, but nothing else. There are definitely no college teams from Ohio that are any good.
Oh, here we go.
Definitely not.
And we've opened up a can of worms.
No. Chip, no. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
34. Who we got for 34? Dylan Clark. What a surprise. That's an excellent choice from the Michaels 89. Dylan has had that car or that truck up front, well, pretty much all night. Only thing that slowed him down was pit stops.
But if I'm not mistaken, that's the guy's spotter.
So he can still like him.
The Michaels 89, that's his spotter.
So that's his guy. He's just saying, he's pointing out to you, Harold, that's his guy.
Well, I would hope so. He's spotting for the guy. That's like going, Chad Canals, which car do you believe is the fastest on the racetrack? I think it'd be the number 24, Jeff Gordon. No, you say 48 at Johnson.
No, I'm just saying. I'm pointing out that he's pointing out the obvious. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. The Bobcats. Okay, I don't know who the Bobcats are. Oh, is that the Cincinnati team? No, that was the Bearcats.
No.
That was the Bearcats, right? Wasn't it?
Yes, Cincinnati Bearcat.
Yeah.
Hey, Sonia, thanks for chiming in there. I did see, I did want to shout out to Sonia Fonseca because, of course, Keith is out there driving and she's rooting.
Well, I got to say, hey, to Sonia, that she actually tuned in and watched me racing with her husband. She thought I was broadcasting it at first, but I told her that I was actually driving it. So hopefully you didn't get too sick with watching my car bounce all over the place because it sure did in the first parts of that thing.
Yeah, and Sonia, did he talk a lot about me? Because I only caught it one time. I'm just trying to get him under, did he mention me a lot?
Do I need to get a Ken counter when I'm driving? How many times I talked about Ken 12 times. Here we go, 34.
Green.
32 minutes remaining, and we're going back racing here.
And surprising, Dylan Clark is in the lead.
My wife doesn't like watching me when I drive because she says it makes her sick because the cars are going fast and we're not going anywhere.
He never stops talking, period. Love it. we are good at talking. There's no doubt about it.
We're pastors, man. Like I told somebody that before. I said, would you rather like me go next slide? Like Ditto from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller. Actually, no, Ditto was from Teacher with Nick Nolte way back.
Okay, you're going too deep now. You should have stayed at Bueller.
Yeah, but Ditto.
By the way, Luke Smith in the 10
is moving up to 8th overall and leader of the Cup Series. Yeah. Yep.
And our buddy Jeff Ramsdale, who we talked to last week, is back in the lead for the Xfinity. So.
And The number 12, Corey, put up the fastest time in the session in that truck. I guess the truck setup was the best for this race. Whoa, there's cop evasive action there.
That's because Tiny Horse Johnson was right nearby and he wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Dylan Clark the fastest there, the 34, so the leader showing the speed now. So the top two drivers switching off between who's the fastest right now with a little over 30 minutes left.
Harold, do you think the ladies that are rooting for Tiny Horse Johnson appreciate when I change my voice like that and make him sound like Barry White Johnson?
No.
What do you think?
No.
You don't think they like it? Ladies, what do you think?
No.
Listen,
We haven't seen Kathy Joe today, so.
I know. Where is Kathy Joe?
You scared her away last week. This is what happened.
Oh, I did it, right?
Yep.
It was my fault? Okay.
Yep.
Kathy Joe, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Chip, to be honest, if we weren't talkers, we'd be, the 13 around.
Spinning out. Yep. Taps the backside into the wall, but he's going to stay green. We're going to stay green.
That's Thomas
someone comes up
Teagan.
and blocks him. Yep. Oh,
22
Mr. Kopp is down
low.
low. Did he have help?
Jeff Ramsdale, Thomas Teagan, and both involved in that one. So,
Oh, no.
should we get back? Oh, there's our clipless car.
Yep. That's our man on the street
That's
down
Kevin
there.
Bernheimer.
Mr. Bernheimer.
Oh, big wrecks
my
there.
Goodness.
The 77 and the 88. The 77 is backwards, caution out.
What happened with the 77? It's like he pulled a chute. Bo Ross all of a sudden went no Ross. Harold's going to show you what happened.
All right, we're going to try to.
So truck up high, 77 comes around. You're going to try to telestrate it again?
I'm going to try to get it where I can see it again.
Okay.
So we're looking at the
77 is the one that gets drilled.
He's right here. So watch the 77.
Okay,
As he
that
comes
looks
off the
more
wall, and he slides, and then bang.
Oh.
And
how
spinning,
about that?
spinning, and hit again.
Oh.
And then right here, back to the wall.
That looks
That's
that
like,
looks much better, Harold.
all right.
That's
Hey, I'm
much
getting better at this. Woohoo!
You are. That was good. Absolutely beautiful.
We're getting it.
So much like Tiny Horse Johnson, his car kind of broke on him. If you notice, it kind of snapped, and then he had no control after that. So, interesting.
Caution out for that incident on track there.
And that's a cup car again.
Yeah.
So
they're having an issue. This setup is, I guess, proving to be a challenge for these guys.
do we run? We're done as far as Phoenix goes for the other series we call, right? Or did we finish in Phoenix?
Phoenix is the championship race.
Okay,
Was that
so that's
Pennsylvania?
gonna be
I was going to say,
interesting.
Chip Kelly, I was close to Pennsylvania. That was close.
That was much better. Yeah, I think it was Pennsylvania that time.
But
I
it definitely
agree.
wasn't Ohio.
Yeah, that time it was not Ohio. At one point, I think you had like Montana, but that time was much better.
I can't draw Joe Montana. Sorry.
It's Joe Montana,
Oh, okay.
the water boy.
Yeah.
Joe Montana. Joe Montana is an actor, you idiot. Where was I going? See, you threw me off. Darn it. I don't even know where I was going. Oh, Hunter, if you're still watching, this should play out as something very interesting come Thursday night on that championship in Phoenix, I think. It seems the Cup cars aren't exactly happy with the setup.
But it's different Cup cars.
Is it? I thought
So
they're
we're not
using the
running
new
next
ones now.
gens yet. No.
Oh, okay.
We're still using Gen 6.
Well, then, Hunter, you get a good idea of what it's going to be like next year. So,
Well, we know
or
what
next
now,
season.
these are the trucks that we're going to see on Tuesday night, 2 weeks.
Trucks seem to have all the power they need. I mean, it's going to be a great race for the championship.
High quality. That is high quality H2.
It'll be high quality H2 driving. Mama said trucks are of the devil.
You all need you give your guys to drink that water.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, I will work for you free, coach.
Everybody's got to know the water boy. If you don't, I'm sorry, but Chip knows it. Chip's on it.
Yeah.
Chip's on it. But.
I have a good friend
That's
of mine.
only because I think he's probably watched about every
good friend of mine is from the swamp area in Louisiana, and he's an air traffic controller as well, a little younger than me. As we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here, and I would have never known he was from Swampland. And we were doing a mission together, so we were in the sharing a hotel room, and Waterboy came on, and he told me what the big dude said.
Oh,
and I'm like, how did you know that? And he said, he goes, he's speaking swamp, and I'm like, what? Well, it's not just Creole, it's like swamp talk or something.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know you had air traffic control in the swamp. What, are alligators flying or something? I mean,
he spoke perfectly good English, but he could also speak that other way too. So
that's fantastic.
Like I said, you as the swamp people, and he said, yes, I am.
This is a shock, ladies and gentlemen, but the 34 of Dylan Clark is in the lead.
Yes,
I know we've not seen it all night, but now someone's come to play though. Mr. Zach Johnson in the 30 has decided that it's time for him to get rolling.
Well, yeah, we have two trucks coming up behind him. They're going to challenge him now. That's Zach Johnson, who said he wanted a good finish. And, man, he's definitely there. With 24 minutes left, he's in a good position. But it looks like they're probably going to come down one more time, though.
Yep, they absolutely will need to pit again, and that's going to play into it. I still say that's going to play into the hands of the like Tyler Rush, Luke Smith, Cup cars.
They can go a little further, yeah.
Absolutely.
We shall see. All
Even
right. I see smoke.
Is the hot dog stand on fire again?
I see smoke. And then, more water boy references. Mama says that alligators are only because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Well, your mama is wrong. No, Colonel Sanders,
you're wrong.
that Bobby, you see that down the bottom driving the car.
So we're having too much fun here.
I mean, Dylan is in the lead.
Dylan is leading, but we have other drivers racing around here, so let's check it out.
Why don't you drop to Justin Gibbs and Jorge Canales, because those two.
Oh, smack and round goes the 77
again. 77 again.
Ouch.
See, what happened was there was other cars,
but no caution. Green, we stay.
Bo is having. Bo. Oh no, Bo. That's what we're gonna call you. Oh no, Bo.
And Chip Kelly remembers that's the medulla oblongata.
That's right. There's something wrong with his medulla oblongata. So I'm sorry. Go back up to find the 93 and the 71.
The 93 and the 71 is Justin Gibbs and Jorge Canales.
They are close together. There's the
93.
Yep.
And the 71 is right behind him there, yeah.
Now, again, these guys can go longer than the trucks as well. So,
and Tiny Horse is the leader of the Cup Series right behind.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me do it right. Now leading the Cup Series, Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. There you go, ladies. Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson suddenly back up into the lead. We told you it wouldn't take long, and there he is. Tyler Turtle Rush is still hanging on, though.
But he took a new car, though.
Behind. Who did?
Tiny Horse.
Well, of course he took a new car. He smoked the other one.
Smoked it.
It is looking good, though. I mean, the front grille is beautiful. And there's Kayla. Kayla's third in class right now, and she's had quite a run.
So at 20 minutes left, let's do a class rundown again.
Classy.
So here's our Cup Series. Johnson in the lead, Rush, McCarthy, Fonseca, and Smith. Your top five. with Ross also on the lead lap, and then everyone else at lap
no,
more
Bo.
down. Oh no, Bo!
no,
He's
Bo.
been hurting quite a bit. We've seen his car around a couple times.
Yeah.
And in the X cars, you got the Gibbs car, Jorge Canales.
There you go.
Humphrey Ramsdale and Nathan Manwaring.
Yes.
Oh, and a big hit there in the number 9.
Right in front of us. Number 9. And guess who else? Guess who else? Oh, no, Bo.
77 again, huh?
Oh, no, Bo. That's right.
Man, he spun around like a carousel and got going again, though.
Man, he messed the 9. He messed the 9 all up. Adam Benefield is not.
Clark leading this thing. Herrigs, Ellswick, Johnson, and Wheeler. So
trucks are staying tighter this time around too. So
the back to Blue over there, but I believe he's a lap down. The back to 22.
Yeah. Yep. He's a couple laps down.
That's right. He was like 4 laps down, 3 laps down.
That's very nice of you, Sonia, to get Keith something to drink during the pits. Now tell him to put the hammer down and get up there.
My wife wouldn't do that. Well,
she'd throw a drink at you.
Well, it helped that the one time that she did try to give me something to drink, I wrecked the car because I looked at her.
Oh no, Bo is right in front of the leader, Dylan Clark. Let's see how much space. Oh, Dylan's gone. It doesn't matter. Oh no, he's back. Okay. Oh no, Bo is out there in front. I'd be a little concerned about passing him right now.
Little contact between Mark Ackerman and Corey Higgs earlier here. That's the 12 and there's Ackerman right there. That's the you will expect my Xfinity. Apparently somebody did not get respected. And the number 2 truck was trying to go through him, I guess. Let's see what happened there. About 20 minutes remaining here. Oh, there's a hit. Wow.
Hey, respect that.
Woo.
He said, I respect your authority right there. Bumped you on out of the way.
Youch. That hurt.
I
felt that up here. And Ellswick gets around because of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And these guys are going to have to put it down because Dylan is, still out in the lead trying to figure out how to get around the 77.
Clark's going to have to come down again. He's on 30 laps right now. I think they got to
he'll
40.
Be down in a couple minutes.
Yeah, and then but Ellswick has 15, so not sure if he'll need to come back down again.
Oh no, Bo is still having trouble.
And proved to be a rough racetrack for our Cup division.
Absolutely has been. Xfinity's been pretty solid. I mean, we haven't had a whole lot of issues with the Xfinity guys. They seem to be driving quite well. Yep.
And Gitchell. Looks like the number 10 that's come as Luke there, your crush car.
Sonia, we got to get him a beautiful sponsor. We got to get your husband a nice sponsor. Get that car all shiny. He is driving really well, especially being up there right behind the 10 car. Now, did the 10 go a lap down?
10's been in the pit. Came out pit lane. Luke Smith, pitted. But he's 3 laps down. That's a little interesting. That was more than just a pit stop would have caused.
I want to know how Bo is only 2 laps down.
She's his sponsor. Well, then put your name on the car.
That's right. There you go. Oh, there's the Camel this week, the 4 car.
Yeah, Mr.
Humphrey with the Camel. So Dylan Clark, I would assume within the next couple laps, we're going to see Dylan Clark come in because I don't think he can run much farther than that. Caleb, now it's interesting because Caleb's on a different pit strategy than them, than the other trucks. So he can stretch it out. That's for position right there. The 24 coming up to the 27 of Tyler Turtle Rush. Caleb's trying to get around him and take over second in the Cup Series.
Yep.
Kevin's still hanging in there. He's driving really well with no front clip. Look at Hurricane on him coming into the turn. Oh my goodness, is she coming in a hurry?
Got that corner set up for the 24.
Wouldn't she ever? Now, how they come off this odd stuff is... She's got her nose out in front, but Tyler's not giving up, and he pulls around on the outside there.
And she needs to come up. She needed to be able to slide up and wasn't able to slide up because he was there. Now she's going to dive this corner.
Oh, can she hold it?
Power off, power off.
Great battle right here for second in the division.
She's got this side. This side,
this time. No.
Yeah. Just not being able to get. Ooh, there's that contact.
He found him. Yeah.
Like, don't be pinching me. You're just not able to get back in the gas because you slide up the corner. So it's it's a fast in, very slow off. So
I was gonna say she's gonna need to catch him. She's gonna need to try to catch him. There she no, he gets so much coming off of that. Yeah, she's gonna have to catch him at a longer corner and kind of just throw it in as deep as she can
and slide it.
Yep, and just slide it.
Job. And there's not getting enough of a run.
She's
right there.
Right there. She got it. Yep,
I'm not sure if he gave it to her though.
Well, I don't know.
But I mean, sometimes you don't want to keep fighting because it's hurting the 27 too.
Sure it is. But great job by Kayla McCarthy there to get around Tyler Turtle Rush. And Mr. Bernheimer says, my car might be dinged up, but I'll try to get around. You see the 48 there trying to get through as well in the Xfinity car.
So under 15 minutes to go. We're approaching that 10-minute no caution period.
And they've stretched themselves out, but hey, leader's still going. Oh my goodness. Did you see Chip says he owns a Mud Dog jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my heavens. I would believe it.
I would think the funnier one that he was in was The Longest Yard.
That was funny.
The remake of the Burt Reynolds The Longest Yard.
That was funny. There he comes. There's the leader now coming in.
He would have to come down. And he's bringing a couple of friends with him.
Well, none of the trucks can run long distance like the other guys can. And let's see here. Kayla is sitting in the catbird seat, so to speak, along with Ryan Johnson, because they're only on 26 laps right now.
Yep.
Oh, you got a spinning out back there. Boom.
Xfinity.
He has respected the inside wall with the Xfinity.
Still staying green here as Ryan Johnson takes the overall lead with Gibbs behind him. That's Stephen Wooden at number 19.
Yep.
It's like a Martin Truex Trackers.
It does, yeah.
Scheme there, pretty good.
It is good looking. Does look like the real thing. Another truck coming in. It's the 30 of Zach Johnson. So at this point, all the trucks have come in. A couple of them down at the bottom, but for the most part, all the leaders in the truck series have decided to come in. Thomas Teagan looks like he's the only one in the truck.
Oh, wow. Chip Kelly telling me it's number 6 at best. Wow. Of the Adam Sandler movies, the 6th at best. It's not the best. It's not the best. I do like it. I would have to say, and maybe I'm just a hopeless romantic, but I say 50 First Dates is actually his best movie.
50 First Dates is pretty stinking funny, but I don't know that he makes it funny. I think Schneider makes that
Schneider is hilarious in all of them. Actually, I have met him in person. So
when Barrymore beats the snot out of him, it's classic. It's absolutely classic.
And then Wedding Singer as well, you know. But
I wasn't a fan of that one.
had Billy Idol in it. Come on.
I love Billy Idol. By the way, I did buy his vinyl Christmas album this year.
Yeah.
It was red vinyl.
Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I was excited.
For those of us that still have turntables, right?
Oh, I have. I'm got probably 300 vinyl right now.
Wow, I don't have any.
I love.
I don't even have
vinyl.
a turntable anymore.
So will the trucks? Let's see.
Catch up.
Clark. Yeah.
Clark is
2 seconds faster.
I was trying to say, Mr. Clark is 17 seconds behind them with 10 minutes to go.
He's got time. Yeah, he's got time.
So let's get into focus.
Johnson's coming in. Tiny Horse is coming in for pits, right?
Yeah, right now, yep. He's on. He's coming down. Why am I? I'm still on replay. That's why.
Yeah.
I did not have us advanced. I apologize, but yes, he's coming down now.
But Kayla McCarthy takes over the overall lead.
Yep.
Yeah, those trucks are fast.
And Tyler's going to have to come back down. He's at 48 in his stint. So Kayla's coming down now. Tyler gets the lead, but he's going to have to come down real soon.
Well, now he pushed it the last run as well. He was one of the ones that went the farthest.
He don't have no 10 minutes worth of gas in that thing.
No, he does definitely not has 10 minutes. That's for sure.
And then Jeff Ramsdale has 35 left, so I don't believe anyone's going to be able to outclass the trucks.
No. Try as they may, the trucks are going to be the big ones tonight. They just got the ability to keep the hammer down pretty much through the whole thing.
So just their car turns a lot better, it seems, than the other two do. They're able to manhandle the truck around the corners without losing much forward momentum.
Now, when this all plays out, it's still going to be Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson will still be in the lead for
Cup
for the
Series.
Cup Series. All depends on how fast Tyler can get in and get out when it's time for him to do the pit.
Look at that. And then Justin Gibbs in the 93 for the X car.
So Turtle's on 51 laps.
Chip, I'm gonna have to have them put something together for me because I really don't have all of their point structure stuff in front of me.
Imagine they're still doing the same thing as leading the most
Because
laps.
they have stage points.
Yeah.
They
Then you have 3 different divisions, and I'm sure they, so.
Oh, stop it, Hunter! What are you doing? Hunter's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just typing numbers in there. But no, like for the Cup Series, Johnson won last week. He got 20 points from the race last week and 10 points for stage for 30 points.
Okay.
Oh, whatever. He's playing something about the 76ers. You Philadelphia people. Anyway, the number 66 of Ellswick is leading.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
big contact between the 99 and the 13. That will not
That's
bring out a
Anderson.
caution because they're
Oh,
under
we got
10 minutes.
more.
We're under 10
Holy
minutes, so this will not
smokes.
bring out a caution.
Someone get the ambulance. Someone get the ambulance. That's going to hurt. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, they do bring the caution out, but
Yeah, that's
because
crazy
of
there.
all that. Wow. Let's see if we can pull that back up for the replay.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's see you do the Patrick Anderson draw. Now, there's something. Hold on before you go away. Justin Gibbs was leading or was up there as one of the leaders, is now a mess. I don't even know how you would even think to. You gotta go back from that. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Harold is now choking to death.
Hey, easy.
You gotta go way back because we're seeing. So that's Patrick Anderson still in one piece, but he won't be in one piece for long. Does he get help? Here comes the 13. 13 is hauling. Oh, 13 just comes down. And then watch this. Oh. Patrick Anderson was just turned into a washing machine, and he is now a Toyota Prius. Before he was a full-size car, he's now a Toyota Prius after this hit. What a shot he took. I just think 13 had so much closing speed, Harold. Oh, we're going to ride along for this. Everybody grab onto something. Here we go. Spinning, up wall. Here goes. Flight time. Whee! Yeah, whee! Wow. I'm going to go hurl after watching that. And what an accident. Harold, does anybody have a car left that they can do anything?
I'm not sure out of those guys. There's a lot of drivers, and if they do have them, they're gonna go get them.
Yep. Ramsdale was on there. He was leading. Well, you know what? I said he wasn't gonna come out, but I think you gotta at least bring it out for one guy tonight. If you want to send the hairy guy across. Because I think he deserves it here. There he comes. Sasquatch has been spotted in Arizona after all. And that's going to go to the 99 of Patrick Anderson. Congratulations, Patrick Anderson. You just got the Hard Luck Award. The Sasquatch Award is given out to those drivers that, see, what happened was it was just a bad thing. So, congratulations, Patrick. I mean, at least you got something out of tonight. Other than a jacked up, racked up car. But he didn't really have anywhere to go, did he, Harold? I mean, honestly,
not at all. Thomas Teagan was given a EOL penalty for contact there.
Yeah.
But to the lead is Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson now with the number 12 of Corey Harrigs and Jorge Canales. So the top three, the top of each division in the top two lanes.
Yeah.
Or the top two rows here. And then the number 4, is outside there to 71. Jorge, there's the two X cars together, a cup car, and Ryan wants to take the outside line, which is his right as the leader. And they're going to have a 2-minute shootout.
That 4 car there for John Humphreys is a good-looking car. Nobody's touched him all night. Good time to be up front. Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson is about to take the green flag, but the truck, boy, Corey was ready, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know who was slotted as the leader. That's what I want to know. Because if Johnson was the leader, then the 12 jumped, and then that's an issue. But if the 12 was the leader, then that was a great jump, and Tiny Horse was sleeping.
Well, I tell you, John Humphrey.
It was a jump. It was a jump from the 12. He has been black flagged.
Oh man!
So the 38 was the leader and had control, but the 12 took the jump. And so that truck is going to have to come down pit lane.
How about that?
So that would give Matthew Boston Wheeler control of the truck series.
And he's coming there in the 60 truck right there behind Jorge Canales. Jeff Ramsdale decided he wants to get in on this, and he is right on the back bumper of John Humphrey as well. So Ramsdale is now in the mix here to get the win in the Xfinity, but they're moving all over the place. Matthew Boston Wheeler. What is going on right now? It is utter chaos. Jorge Canales on the down low, and I mean off the track down low. There you see the 12 coming down to get his 42 seconds to go, and there it goes.
That was Wheeler, wasn't it? No, Wheeler is not. It was the other
Wheeler's
two
still
trucks.
there. Yep, Wheeler's still there. So Johnson is going to hold on, it looks like. Keep John
30
Humphrey.
seconds.
Yep, 30 seconds to go. Matthew Wheeler. Jeff Ramsdale is there. And we could have a repeat on 2 series.
Well, you got Caleb coming in the 66 right there. So there's a fight for the trucks.
You could have all 3 winners just like last week. 10 seconds to go. Does he get around him? He dives down low, but I don't know that he's got enough. And this will be it. Coming
White
there
flag.
for the
White flag.
White flag. All right, final lap to go here, ladies and gentlemen.
Barely got it.
Boys and girls,
across, so he's
small children of all ages. Jeff Ramsdale has gotten around Humphrey, so Helswick as well. So we actually have right now, if they stand and finish this way, the same 3 guys we talked to last week are going to be the same 3 guys we talked to this week.
So Johnson, Ramsdale, Humphrey, Ellswick, Humphrey, and Wheeler.
How about that finish?
Wow.
And Dylan Clark was there at the end, but not fast enough. Not fast enough.
All right, so while we were getting everybody all together, here is the finishing results for the Cup cars for Ryan Johnson in the Cup Series. So Ryan Johnson wins, Kayla McCarthy second, Tyler Turtle Rush third, Keith Fonseca, Andy Turner fifth, Bill Ross sixth, seventh was Luke Smith, eighth was Dave Gilbert, 28 in number ninth. In ninth position is Kevin Bernheimer, and then Patrick Anderson. In our X Series, Ramsdale, Humphrey, Jorge Canales, Manwaring, Gibbs, Gitchell, Benefield, Wood, Peterson, and Alward. And one more here is the trucks, Ellswick, Clark, Herrigs, Teagan, Wheeler, Seidner, Cusimano, Kopp, Brown, and Johnson. We're going to give it back to, we'll see our guys here tearing it down. There's the number 9. We don't know why he doing that.
You were showing Matthew Wheeler as a lap down, but yeah, I guess it reset at the end. How about that? That seems weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what happened here. Let's see if we can fix it here. The results showing.
No, the results are now, I mean, from what I've got here on the
Johnson, Ramsdale, and Ellswick.
Yep. As long as we got them, that's all we need. We'll just be talking to the same guy. Kelly wants to know what overlay are we using.
We use ATVO with Streamlabs.
Got that, Kelly?
So let me get the people out here. So we have Ryan the Tiny Horse.
Look, there they are. Everybody wants Tiny Horse Johnson.
So Ryan and Jeff Ramsdale. You know, I'll be able to talk to him since he helped me with the win earlier, or like 6 days ago.
Talk away. It's your thing tonight. Yeah.
And then Caleb Ellswick. See if I can find out. He's already there. All right. So let's try to get with our race winner. He's doing the backward.
Oh my heavens.
He said he was going to practice, remember?
He did. I'm watching. It seems to be better this week. We didn't see the whole thing, but I assume that he did much better in reverse this time.
All right, Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson he does the backward into the spin to here at Phoenix. Man, you got to tell us, how difficult was it to drive this car? Because the Cup guys, there you go, you blow the engine up. That'll work too. You know, you guys were struggling getting around turns 3 and 4, it looked like.
Oh my God. As soon as I got here tonight, I realized we were probably going to be one of the slowest classes. And the new package on this, it makes the cars so much more fun to drive. Like, I can't iterate that enough. They are so much more fun to drive. However, at some tracks, it seems we are slower than the other classes now. And yeah, it was just insane. Like, we were faster down the straightaways, especially the front stretch. We, would get runs on the Xfinity, the truck, but then 3 and 4, we had to slow to a crawl, and they just went right around us. It was honestly a lot of fun. Like, we don't normally get to do that. We're just like the past seasons, we've been the fastest cars. We're just weaving in and out of traffic, trying not to wreck everybody. And yeah, I didn't expect to win the overall tonight. I thought for sure the trucks were going to have it, and those cautions just changed everything at the end.
Well, and that's what we thought too, Ryan. I mean, as we watched it go through, that was the one thing we kept saying was, eventually once all of the pit stops work themselves out, the trucks should pull themselves back around. But then utter chaos a couple of laps ago. Patrick Anderson went for a flight, but so it's an odd setup. We looked over, we did the blimp shot a couple times. It just seems like there's no holding the pedal down for you guys, but the trucks could almost stay pedal down all the way around. Is that pretty much what they could do? I mean, I know you're driving a cup car, but I'm saying you weren't able to hammer down all the time, right? I mean, how much brake were you using?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we had the earliest braking points out of all 3 classes by far, because when I was following the Xfinity in the truck, whenever we would go into a corner, like I knew I needed to start braking, so I would start braking, and it looked like they were just going to go into the corner and straight up into the wall, and they made the turn, and I'm like, that was crazy. We had to brake so much earlier. I'm pretty sure the trucks were still braking. I don't know how much compared to us. I was using it quite a bit.
Gotcha.
Were you downshifting?
I tried it a little bit on that the first stage there, towards the end, once the tires started giving out a little bit and it was getting tighter. It didn't seem to help really that
even
much
with the
to
extra
me.
gear, huh?
Yeah, even with it, I mean, it didn't seem like it helped that much. I think staying in the top gear and just keeping the momentum up is what really helped.
Okay. Yeah, because I know we used to, even old Phoenix, there was one cup package that we used to drop it in the third towards the late of a run, but and that wasn't on the Gen 6 car. It was the car before the car tomorrow, if I remember right. Anyway, but yeah, then they changed all the gearing so you didn't have to shift anymore. That's when they were shifting at Pocono. So anyway.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, and then now, all right, it's interesting. So, Tiny Horse, you get to spill, your sponsors yet again. So, start on the right sleeve, up to your neck, and back down on the left side. Ready to go.
Yeah, just got to thank all the admins here at Split Decisions that put this on. You guys for broadcasting. I believe a couple sponsors. We got our Butt Kicker Into Being. Not sure if we still have Maconi Setup Shop. I think we do. Family, friends, Turtle Shells for my paint. Everybody watching, all the drivers that make this a lot of fun, make it really, really crazy every week. And yeah, I think that's everybody.
All right, Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson, your first place cup and overall driver for tonight here at the Duel in the Desert that was sponsored by Turtle Shells.
Thanks, Ryan.
Catch you next
Thank
week.
you, guys.
We're going to road racing next week.
There you go.
So
yeah, that'll be an interesting one for sure.
Oh yeah, we had a hard enough time with this one. You guys are really going to make us work next week.
No, we got to keep you on your toes.
Uh-huh.
Have a good night, guys.
All right. Yep.
Thanks, man.
All right. Moving on to Jeff Ram. They're going to basically really make us work next week. Indy Road Course next week. So we got get Jeff Ramsdale up here. Jeff, you're in the booth with Harold and Cushy. Kind of talked a little bit about the Daytona 500 that we had the X car in, and you got this one into victory lane.
Yes, I did this week. This was good. Two of my not favorite tracks, and I went back to back.
Well, that's great.
That's an interesting thing to think. You had to come from quite a ways back a few times today, though, didn't you?
I did. It wasn't one of my best tracks. I didn't practice all too well. Qualified not not that good. Well, I qualified fourth out of us, but it wasn't too bad. But it was a tight track, and running with the trucks in Xfinity, running with them side by side, different braking points. It was tough out there. I saved fuel that second stage to get that win. I was trying to save it that last one, and I would have been close on that last stage.
Yeah, you're saying, though, Ken, we had talked about this, I think, earlier in the week. I think drivers who say that they don't like a track tend to spend some extra time practicing on those tracks. Is that about right, Jeff?
I didn't turn a lap at all on this track when I came in about 8.
See,
when I came in about 8,
me.
I even came late to practice. I came in at 8 o'clock and practiced then. But I ran the ARCA race here in the beginning of the week, and they're close. At least I ran laps here, so I knew somewhat what to do.
So it's funny you mentioned breaking points, because we talked to Ryan just a moment ago, and he said that he felt like the Cup cars were, I mean, their breaking points were so much different than yours and, say, the trucks. Would you say, the trucks seem to be able to go a little deeper than almost anybody out there, so I don't know that their braking was quite as heavy as yours and, say, the Cup cars, but did it cause you a lot of headaches? And 3 and 4 seem to be where the Cup cars got hung up. How about you guys?
It wasn't too bad. We're gonna hung up a little bit, but if you got to run on the outside, you can maybe get them. But in the bottom, it's real tough with the braking points with the cars here, especially with the 3 classes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys saw that accident on the backstretch with those trucks, but I just went through there. I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how
we
I did it, but I got the fresh tires there at the end and got those guys. Like, I was kind of surprised that they were running that slow.
You'll have to go back, Jeff. We actually introduced something new tonight. Harold was actually telestrating accidents tonight. It's pretty funny. We were doing the John Madden of the racing. So yes, we telestrated. Patrick Anderson actually went for a flight down that backstretch. So it's something to go back and take a look at.
No, I go back and watch your broadcast through the week, and when I'm trucking, something to watch, pass the time.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, who you want to shout out to tonight?
I got to shout out my girlfriend for letting me do this. She supports me 100% with this. I got to thank my Gas and Go guys team here. David, Patrick, Jonathan, Steven, Quaker, Richard, all those guys do good in the second team win here, so that'll be pretty good. Turtle Shells for this awesome paint. Split Decisions for putting this league on. Dave, all the admins that put in the hours for the week. But this is good to go back to back.
All right, Jeff, we're going to go road racing next week. It's going to be interesting for us to. I don't think I've done a multi-class oval cars on road courses yet. This will be a first for me.
It will be, and if I win next week, that's something really bad.
Oh, no.
But see you guys next week.
All right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks.
All right, going to grab our final winner in the truck series. That's Caleb Ellswick in the number 66 Food City truck. Caleb, you're in the booth of Harold and Cushy. You got that Food City 66 into victory lane here at Phoenix for the Duel in the Desert.
Yeah, crazy finish. Didn't think I would end up there starting second car from the last on that restart. So to go through all those cars and get where I was at I'll take it. That'd be 3 in a row for us. So
it was definitely an interesting few laps. Like I said, normally you guys don't throw cautions that late in a race, and you just saw nothing but a pileup happen there on the backstretch.
Yeah, the cautions were a little inconsistent in my opinion on this race, but I don't understand some of it. But I'll take the misfortune and take the success out of it. Yeah, it was crazy. Couple laps there at the end of it. It just seemed like everybody was trying to go for it, and then it just ended up being a little bit of just a pile driving fest. But all in all, it was good to race the 60 there at the end of that. Towards the finish there, me and him's always raced pretty clean, so to get him on the last lap there, I know it's going to sting for him a little bit, but very classy guy to sit there and keep it clean with us and be able to come back to back wins for the 66 TTF Motorsports truck will be. It's good for a points day for us and good for the team, and just continue our success.
Well, I guess the other thing to think about is, I mean, Dylan Clark was pretty much the class of the field, but thanks to some of that chaos, I mean, it put you. Now you were up there towards the middle of the race and towards the end, you were certainly gaining, but as you said, it kind of benefited you when chaos broke out because that gave you an opportunity to kind of get around Matthew Wheeler, and then Dylan Clark he just didn't have enough time to catch you. So, how did you feel? We've asked the other two drivers your braking points. Could you go deeper into a turn, and that was the truck's benefit was just going into the turns a lot harder and holding, because a lot of those guys were saying they had to brake early just to make the cars turn.
Yeah, I know for the truck, I didn't have to use the brakes towards the end of the run. I was just able to roll it through the turns. It just kind of let off closer in or coming closer before you get to the turn and just kind of letting it roll through. I think it's where I was gaining on Clark. I know for the Xfinity, they're just having to break it up, brake really hard compared to what the next gen is. But yeah, I mean, closer towards the end of the run and the longer the run, when we had to start using the brakes, the tires kind of it never really fell off tire wise. I think our tire wear was pretty good. It's just after the heat got in them, even if you braked it, you still couldn't get to stop. You just hit there and slide the front end. So you try to change a little bit of brake pressure with it, but it's just part of it with these trucks, and you're trying to sit there and dive it in for every little bit you can when you're trying to race around these other classes. So yeah, I mean, brakes were definitely an issue towards the end of it. A lot of it was you had to use the brakes just because the Xfinity and the Cup was in your way. We were kind of in that different option here at this track with us being the faster group, so it kind of threw everybody off. So I think, all in all, I don't think brakes was that big of a deal. I think it was just more of the restarts. Clark had a great truck. He's super fast as he is. He was having some network lag, so I think I know specifically me in the 12 was kind of laying off of him, just trying to wait and buying our time. I don't think any of us had a truck to beat him. I think I had better short run speed than he did, and I think he got me more on the long
run.
Towards that last restart, me and him was pretty close. We actually started right behind each other, and I was just able to get through the traffic quicker than he could. Which, towards that last run before the caution, I thought I was being able to get with him pretty good, which I was off cycle on tires, so which allowed me to get with him. But, it's just one of them things that happens, and it turns out to be a success.
All right. Well, you want to shout out to anybody before we let you go?
Yeah, huge shout out to TTF Motorsports for bringing me on. It's been a big honor to drive for them. We used to be rival teams, and now we're kind of partnered with this league to kind of work together. So it's building a huge relationship with us on our sides of it. Shout out to my team, Ellsworth Esports. We're currently running in the Bathurst 12 right now, so I'm getting ready to go hop in that car right after this. So got a little bit more racing to go, but look forward to next week.
All right.
Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely the endurance racing. I had people asking about that. Not really a big fan of Mount Panorama. So you have a good luck over there, Caleb, and that racetrack.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great night.
All right. So we went over that. Let's kill this off and do our other piece. So back here, this is the end of the race here, and our race McComey setup race finish there. Your winner overall was Ryan Johnson, 4 cautions for 23 laps, 39 drivers, and Dylan Clark was the fastest at 34, 27.553. Not surprising. So what did we learn today? This is a short track, and man,
I don't know what we learned today. I'll be honest. From what we can tell is we learned that the trucks can roll pretty much through without braking at all, as he said.
Mm-hmm.
Xfinity it has a different braking pattern than the Cup cars. The Cup cars and the new gen cars, interesting the way they went in and out. You could see turns 3 and 4 are a struggle for the new next gen cars. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the real Cup cars, Harold.
Yeah.
And then also next year or next season in the other cars as we watch.
All right. So we'll be heading to Indianapolis next week. Next Friday, catch us there. We'll be doing the end Indy Road Course. So we will be not on the oval of the Brickyard, but we'll be racing around the oval and the interior circuit with all 3 divisions, getting us from Phoenix to the middle of the Midwest there in Indiana and Indianapolis. Ken, man, we ended another week here at Phoenix and moving on now. So if you haven't had a chance to check us out, One to Go Studios presents Aria iRacing Monday through Thursday on the Aria iRacing Twitch channel. Monday nights ARCA. Tuesday nights I got Ken with me with the Truck Series. Wednesday we have Xfinity, and Thursday nights they're Cup Cars. They have 2 weeks left. They're in the middle of the playoffs.
Yep.
The next, so at Kansas this week coming up on Monday to finalize who gets into the Final Four going to Phoenix, which we've already seen Phoenix here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. So maybe we have a little bit knowledge, a little to play for there. But man, an interesting race here. But we'll be heading out to something new and different for us with these guys again next week.
Absolutely. And of course, shout out Chip Kelly. Thanks, man, for being on YouTube and keeping it interesting. You got Robin, Dawn, April in there this week. Sonia Fonseca, of course, is there as well. Hunter Schleppy jumping in. And then we also had Drew Trader, one of the drivers from the other series that we call. Thanks, guys. I mean, you make it interesting for us, and Harold and I love to talk. Caitlin Marie, sorry, I didn't want to miss you, and Kim Hampton Gaze as well was there, and that's family from in Richmond. So thanks for watching.
All right. For all our viewers, for all of us here at One to Go Studios, I'm Harold Darner with Ken Kushwa. And Cushy and us, we'll see you guys next week back here on One to Go Studios and any of our 3 platforms, Facebook Live, Twitch, or YouTube. Until then, we'll see you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by One to Go Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers.